peace family in an era shadowed by turmoil and foreign dominion. The rise of Psamtik I marked a renaissance of Egyptian sovereignty and cultural resurgence. Ascending from the role of a local governor under Assyrian overlordship, Psamtik I, a visionary leader, seized the reins of power in 664 BCE, initiating the era known as the Late Period of Ancient Egypt. The Assyrian Empire, once a colossus straddling the Near East, had extended its tentacles into Egypt, fragmenting the land into petty vassal states. Psamtik, originally appointed by the Assyrians, began to consolidate his power from the city of Sais in the Nile Delta. His strategy was both diplomatic and militaristic. By forging alliances with Gyges of Lydia and leveraging mercenary forces from Caria and Ionia, Psamtik gradually expelled the Assyrian forces, achieving full autonomy for Egypt. Under his reign, which lasted until 610 BCE, Psamtik I was not merely a liberator. He was a unifier and a restorer. He re-established national cohesion, reviving the economic and cultural life that had flourished during earlier dynasties. The foundation of the 26th dynasty by Psamtik was characterized by an artistic and architectural revival, evident from the statues and temples embellished during his rule. He reinstated traditional religious practices and reinvigorated the priesthood, reinforcing the spiritual unity of Egypt. This period of restoration under Psamtik I allowed Egypt to experience a brief golden age, akin to its former glory days. The kingdom became a crucible of cultural and intellectual revival, drawing from its rich past while also integrating influences from its Mediterranean allies. Reflecting on the story of Psamtik I, we observe a powerful truth. Understanding and embracing one's history is essential for both reclaiming identity and fostering resilience. Psamtik's ability to look back at the traditions and strengths of ancient Egypt, while also adapting to the changing dynamics of his time, provided a blueprint for leadership that transcends ages. In our own lives, reconnecting with our roots and learning from the past can inspire us to overcome challenges and achieve greatness, just as Psamtik I did in the delta of the Nile. This tale of ancient resilience and strategic brilliance illuminates the paths we might take when faced with our own trials, encouraging us to harness the wisdom of the past to forge a prosperous future. The accomplishments of Psamtik I extended beyond the battlefield and the unification of his kingdom. He was a patron of the arts and sciences, fostering an environment where scholars and artists could thrive. The scripts and texts from this era, rich in detail and complexity, suggest a period of significant intellectual activity. This resurgence not only stabilized his reign, but also set a cultural benchmark for future generations. Moreover, Psamtik I's diplomatic acumen was notable. He skillfully navigated the complex web of international relations, maintaining Egypt's sovereignty while engaging with emerging powers across the Mediterranean and Near East. His alliances were strategic, aimed at ensuring the security of his nation's borders and bolstering its economic prosperity. This period saw the revitalization of trade routes which had languished under foreign dominion, re-establishing Egypt as a trading nexus between Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Europe. His legacy, however, was not confined to his lifetime. The foundations laid during his reign influenced subsequent rulers of the 26th dynasty, who continued his policies of cultural patronage and political independence. This dynasty, often referred to as the Saite period, after the city of Sais, Psamtik's capital, is considered one of the last great flowerings of native Egyptian rule before the onset of Persian conquest. As we look back on the reign of Psamtik I, we can draw profound lessons about resilience and innovation. His story teaches us the importance of leadership that respects tradition while boldly embracing change. Psamtik's vision for a restored Egypt, driven by a respect for its past and a clear strategy for its future, provides a timeless model for navigating the challenges and opportunities of our own times. In reflecting on this ancient tale, we are reminded that our actions today are the legacies we leave for the future. By understanding our history, we gain not only a sense of identity, but also a reservoir of wisdom to address the challenges of the present. Just as Psamtik I drew from the deep wells of Egyptian tradition to rejuvenate his country, we too can draw from our past to build a future marked by wisdom, resilience, and prosperity. Thus concludes our journey through the sands of time, tracing the steps of a king whose foresight and determination sculpted a chapter of history that still whispers to us of greatness, urging us to remember and to learn. In the aftermath of Psamtik I's reign, Egypt experienced a continuity of stability and cultural prosperity under his successors. His legacy not only preserved the integrity of Egyptian identity, but also inspired a reverence for the nation's historical achievements. Each ruler of the 26th dynasty seemed to draw upon Psamtikl's blueprint, balancing the preservation of tradition with the necessary adaptations to a changing world. This era, often overlooked in the broader narrative of ancient history, stands as a testament to the enduring nature of well-grounded leadership. The architectural and literary works commissioned during this dynasty are replete with references to the glories of earlier pharaohs, yet they also bear unique signatures of the Saite style, melding past influences with contemporary aesthetics. The re-establishment of Memphis as a cultural and religious center, alongside Sais, demonstrated the strategic unity of northern and southern Egypt, which Psamtik I had prioritized. This not only solidified political stability, but also enhanced the religious life of the nation, reaffirming the central role of the priesthood and traditional deities in everyday life. However, the true measure of Psamtik's influence is perhaps seen in the longevity of his dynasty, which sustained its independence until the Persian conquest in 525 BCE. This era, therefore, marks one of the final chapters of native Egyptian rule that showcased a revival of its ancient customs and an affirmation of its sovereignty. Reflecting on the narrative of Psamtik I and his dynasty, we can appreciate the cyclical nature of history. The past, with its successes and setbacks, offers invaluable lessons that can guide current and future generations. It emphasizes the importance of adaptability and the courage to uphold one's values amidst the pressures of external forces. By revisiting the achievements of figures like Psamtik I, we are reminded of the potential within us to shape our destinies through informed decisions and strategic actions. Just as the ancient Egyptians drew strength from their heritage to navigate their present, we too can harness our collective history as a source of power and direction. As we face the complexities of our world today, the story of Psamtik I inspire us to approach our challenges with wisdom and integrity, ensuring that the legacies we leave enrich the tapestry of human history. The echoes of Psamtik's rule, from the sands of ancient Egypt to the annals of history, serve as a beacon, guiding us to meld the wisdom of the past with the innovations of the present for a future resplendent with achievements. Thus, our exploration of this golden epic concludes, leaving behind the echoes of a civilization that, through the sands of time, still offers profound insights into the art of leadership and the unyielding spirit of human endeavor. As the influence of the 26th dynasty waned with the approaching shadows of Persian conquest, the lessons from Psamtik I's era did not fade into obscurity. Instead, they permeated through subsequent ages, influencing not just the immediate successors, but also the broader course of Mediterranean and Near Eastern history. This period serves as a bridge between the ancient traditions of the Pharaonic Age and the new dynamics introduced by empires that would rise long after Egypt's decline. The scholars and scribes of Psamtik's Egypt, who had thrived under his patronage, had meticulously documented their knowledge and wisdom in scrolls and on temple walls. These records would someday be unearthed by archaeologists and historians, eager to understand the depth of Egyptian civilization. The insights gained from these texts provide a direct link to Egypt's past, offering modern societies a window into the sophistication and complexity of ancient governance and cultural life. The strategy employed by Psamtik to reintegrate and fortify Egypt's fragmented territories also offers a timeless lesson in unity and resilience. His emphasis on restoring traditional practices and beliefs, while also incorporating new ideas and technologies from abroad, exemplifies a balanced approach to leadership that respects cultural heritage while fostering innovation. In today's globalized world, where societies are increasingly interconnected yet culturally diverse, the principles exhibited by Psamtik I resonate more than ever. His ability to navigate complex international landscapes and maintain a cohesive national identity encourages contemporary leaders to consider how they might blend respect for tradition with openness to global influences. Moreover, Psamtik's story underscores the value of strategic patience and thoughtful diplomacy. His gradual and measured approach to expelling the Assyrians was not merely a military campaign, but a calculated restoration of Egyptian pride and autonomy. This strategic patience is crucial in contemporary geopolitics, where the impulsiveness often leads to unintended consequences. Thus, as we reflect upon the saga of Psamtik I and his dynasty, we are reminded of the cyclical nature of history and the enduring relevance of its lessons. The narrative of this ancient king serves not just as a historical account, but as a guiding light for understanding the complexities of human progress and governance. In embracing the past, we empower ourselves to navigate the future, Let the wisdom of Psamtik I inspire us to forge paths that honor our heritage, while boldly facing the challenges of the modern world. His reign, though millennia past, still offers sage advice for those who lead, learn, and look to the past to understand the future. In the whispers of ancient sands and the legacies of kings long gone, we find timeless truths to guide our steps. Psamtik I's reign, marked by wisdom, courage, and vision, continues to inspire, teaching us that the lessons of history are the keys to the doors of tomorrow. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this channel.